Hey, this is Chris Arnold, Avon Independent Sales Leader, with another kind of tips and training topic for Avon representatives. This one's not so much a tips and tricks sort of thing, but more about kind of your mindset and how you approach your business and um, how you get past little roadblocks in your business, things that every business has got things that don't necessarily go right, or don't go as well as you would like them to right away. So I wanted to kind of take a look at a few different aspects of that sort of thing and how your mindset affects how you progress in your business. So just as an example, how often have you, given a book to somebody or left a book, in a business or a location and didn't get an immediate response. So you just kind of said, oh, well, they must not be interested and not gone back. Or do you prefer to, you give somebody a book, get their contact information, stay in touch with them so you can continue to get them the book or send them an email with or a text message with a link to your online brochure or your e-store. And then, wait, and you figure maybe if they don't order right away, maybe they just didn't need anything right now. Maybe they got sidetracked, never got a chance to order. Maybe they're stocked up on everything and don't need anything right now, or their budget's not quite in a place for them to order right now. But if you stay in touch with them, if you keep going back to them, then when they're ready, if you're there, they're going to buy from you. So you want to stay in touch. You want to keep in front of them. You don't want to give up too quickly. I would say that maybe 1 out of 10 of my personal customers ordered the very first time I gave them a brochure, the very first time that they visited my e-store. I've had some that it was 6 months to a year after I first met them before they placed an order. So you do have to have a bit of persistence in your business. You do have to keep going back and keep trying things and not give up so easily if things don't work the very first time that you try. Another thing kind of with persistence as far as looking for customers, I'll get, representatives that'll say, well, I gave out all of my books, but nobody ordered. And so you'll look at, well, how many books did you have? Well, I had only 10 books and I gave them all out. So those 10 people aren't in a place to order right now. They're not ready right now. That doesn't mean they won't ever order, but it also doesn't mean that there aren't other people out there who are ready to be an Avon customer. So you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing on, and not be easily dissuaded. Another thing that happens is, when you are in leadership and you're building a team, you'll get your first couple of team members and maybe they don't really do anything. Maybe they thought, okay, well, this would be fun. My friend is having fun with this. Let me give it a try. And maybe it just wasn't right for them, or it didn't take off quite as quickly as they'd like it to, and they don't do as well as you expected. I see it all the time where that happens, and they'll be like, okay, well, but my one person that I have isn't ordering. Well, that's when you just go and find somebody else. That person may be, now is not the right time, and later on they will become a good team member and help you in building your team, or maybe they won't ever, but so you just talk to somebody else. And I do see that a lot where somebody's like, oh, well, but I've got somebody, they're going to order next week, they're going to order next week, and then it's next week, and then it's next week, and it's next week. And they get so fixated on that one person, be it a customer or a team member, that they stop looking for other customers and team members. So you've got to keep going. You've got to not let these you want these things to be speed bumps, not roadblocks. You don't want them to stop you in your business. They're just a little bump that you have to get over. Another thing that you sometimes see is people get very, it throws them off when things change in the business. And it could be changes in the company itself. It could be changes in how you do your business. If you get most of your customers from a particular, maybe you have a set of businesses that you service or something, and all of a sudden somebody in one of those businesses becomes a representative and everybody there starts ordering from them. some people will just let that, they're like, okay, well, that's it. My sales are going to be down, and they're never going to come back up again. When you just need to look for a different business, um, or something in the company changes, and as soon as somebody hears there's going to be a change, and this happens all the time. It does happen that, currently as I'm recording this, we've recently had an announcement of some changes that some people are just kind of letting that stop them in their business. They're letting it become a roadblock instead of a speed bump. Um, they're letting that distract them from what's important in their business and what their business can do for them. That there's a change in who they're working with in the business, um, and we sometimes forget that while we do have people in this business that support us, it is ultimately our business. So if you no longer have that person that supports you, go find somebody else to work with that can be a mentor to you. There's plenty of us out there. Um, so it's taking a look at how you're looking at your business and how you're working with your business, and deciding if the challenges and things that come up for you, be it um, the people that you think are going to order don't order right away, or people that you think are going to be team members don't really get their business off the ground as quickly as you'd like, or just changes in the business, changes in your life, or changes in the company. Um, Take a really hard look at, are these things worth putting your business on hold, or not persisting through them, not continuing to work your business and build your business because something maybe didn't go exactly the way that you hoped it would at the time you hoped it would. So continuing to work your business, and if the people that you've contacted aren't the right people as customers or as team members, just find new people. If somebody isn't ready to order right away, stay in touch with them. Things change. You don't necessarily every 2 weeks, you don't have to call them up, but every 2-3 months, maybe drop a book by for them and see if they're ready. Just decide how important this business is for you, and take a really hard look at what things you're going to let stand in your way. Because if the business is important for you and you see a value in what you're doing, and it's going to benefit you and benefit your family, then you really have to take a hard look at what things you're going to let stand in your way. Whether it's, this business that I thought would be just a perfect place for me to go to sell doesn't work out, so I'm just not ever going to approach your business again. If it's changes in the way things are working, find a way to work around them. Find a way to make it work for you. And don't make knee-jerk decisions. Don't let your first instinct or your first emotion in a situation determine the long-term health of your business. Have some patience. Sit back. Take a look at things. If things aren't going the way you want them to, take a look at what you can do differently, or wait to see how a change is going to play out, and then make a new plan for how you're going to work your business. So that's about all I can say on it. It's just decide, whenever you're faced with something, any obstacle in your business, decide, is it going to be a roadblock and you're not going to go any farther, or is it going to be a speed bump? You're going to ride right on over it and continue on to where you want your business to be. So that's my little lecture on persistence. So hopefully that has helped you frame how you want to look at your business and how you want to look at the challenges that we all face as business owners, because every business has challenges, not just your Avon business, but any business that you ever get into, any job, honestly, and pretty much any other aspect of life is always going to have challenges. So, decide how you want to approach those, how you want to get around them and get through them. And, feel free to reach out anytime if I can help you out with that. So I will see you all again soon. I hope you're having a wonderful day.